Quang wasn't shot from behind or farther along the corridor. He was shot from the side. No, both sides. That can only be the 2nd century BC Chinese equivalent of a doorknob. It must be how Quang closed the jade door after him.
Better move to one side, May. I have an idea.
What happened?
Another of Master Lu's little jokes for the unwary. That section of wall looks exactly like a giant wheel. There's a hole drilled into this end of the bridge. May, I'll stand on this end of the bridge.
Yes?
My weight should be able to balance you so that you can cross safely to the other side.
But how will you get across?
Go ahead. We'll take this one step at a time. May, put the crank in the slot and turn it. Turn the crank again.
Robert, it's magnificent. It's as if all of China were laid out before us.
The old Baron was right. This tomb deserves to be the 8th wonder of the world. Terracotta soldiers, but far more immense than any we've encountered so far. Decorative urns line the walkway. That lake is mercury. Thousands upon thousands of gallons of pure mercury. I can't reach the bottom, but I've learned what I needed to know. I won't be wading across the lake.
What on earth are you doing?
I'm not completely sure, but whatever it is, it appears to be working. Master Lu, you served the first Emperor well. You may not have found the secret to eternal life, but you created an incredible monument befitting a man who wanted all history to begin with him. I salute you, Master Lu. The first Emperor's seal of office, at last. How much blood has been spilled by those who would use this? How much more will be spilled if it falls into the wrong hands? Master Lu, I understand you wanted the world to be united in peace and harmony before the first Emperor's seal was found. I'm sorry that hasn't happened. Our world is just as troubled as it was in your day. But if I leave the seal here, it will be used in the name of power and conquest and destruction. And I know that you didn't want that. On the other hand, I could leave it here. I have a bad feeling about this.
happening?
One last secret of old Master Lu's. One we didn't uncover. Probably a last line of defense in case the world wasn't the serene place he envisioned when someone came for the seal.
But how...
May, talk later. Run now.
Game, set, and match, I believe. Keep perfectly still, Mr. Ripley. That goes for your charming companion as well.
Who is he, Robert?
Baron von Seltsam.
Yes, believe it or not.
No wonder you let me search your house for the key. I played right into your hands, didn't I?
You did my work for me. I am in your debt.
Why did your father hide the key from you?
We had a difference of opinion about the Emerald Seal. He was unwilling to put it into its proper use.
What good is the seal to you?
You're not one of those fascist fellows after all, are you?
Hardly. I'm very sincere in my desire to rid the world of Der Fuhrer. He doesn't have the competitive spirit necessary to win. Think about it, Mr. Ripley. That seal belonged to a man born into a time not unlike ours. A time of turmoil and division.
So, if another man possessed it, an opportunist...
A visionary. The old China is dead. The time is ripe for a new dawn in the East. Not a Nazi dawn, nor the rising sun of the Japanese.
You'd rather it was the rising sun of the old Baron.
I'm going to miss you. I really will. It has been an interesting contest. It is unfortunate you won't be around to witness my triumph. Now, you can hand me the seal, one gentleman to another, or I can remove it from your lifeless fingers.
Baron, you disappoint me. A sportsman like you, shooting an unarmed man and woman.
I confess to you, I sometimes also cheat at tennis. My line calls, whatever it takes to win. We seem to be running out of time. I have no desire to be trapped inside a giant thermometer. The seal, Mr. Ripley, if you please. You fool! You could have broken it!
Gosh, I'm glad you're good at that. A horrible way to go, even for someone like him.
And the Emerald Seal?
The first Emperor has reclaimed it, thanks to Master Lu. The Emerald Seal will be safer right where it is. Whatever happens in the dark days to come, it can't be used to tip the balance of power.
I'm very proud of you, Robert.
I couldn't have done it without you, May.
Thank you for helping my grandmother escape China.
I don't know what you mean. Is she safe?
Yes, with my aunt and uncle in London. And there's no use saying you had nothing to do with it.
Well, I didn't think it would hurt to make inquiries.
You arranged it all. Don't try to deny it. I know everything.
Well, gosh. It sure will be nice to be back in New York, won't it?
Yes, we can forget all about that troubled world down there. All the danger is behind us now.
There's a sub down there. They're shooting at us.